Hey, gorgeous souls! Welcome to Soul Sutra, where we always aim to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. You know how much I love finding wisdom in unexpected places, right? Today, we're traveling back to our childhoods with a classic fairy tale, but we're giving it a powerful modern twist. Once upon a time, there was a young boy named Jack who lived with his mother. They were very poor and had nothing but a cow. One day, Jack traded the cow for some magic beans. Overnight, the beans grew into a gigantic beanstalk reaching up to the sky. Get ready to dust off your copy of Jack and the Beanstalk, because we're about to uncover some seriously potent business lessons hidden within this timeless story. We're talking about unlocking the secrets to opportunity recognition, risk management, and becoming the ultimate entrepreneur of your own life. Who knew that a simple story about a boy, some magic beans, and a giant could be so relevant to our lives today? So grab your notebooks and your favorite beverage and get ready to see this childhood favorite in a whole new light. It's time to climb the beanstalk of wisdom together. Alright, let's talk about Jack. This guy was no ordinary kid. He saw potential where everyone else saw, well, just beans. Trading a cow for a handful of beans. Most people would say that's crazy, right? But Jack, he saw something different. He saw an opportunity. This, my friends, is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's about tapping into that entrepreneurial spirit, that inner voice that whispers, there's a different way, a better way. Just like the amazing Joseph Schumpeter said, true innovators disrupt the market by taking bold, calculated risks. They don't follow the herd, they create their own path. Think about it. Every successful entrepreneur, every game changer, every visionary we admire had to take a leap of faith at some point. They had to trust their gut and bet on themselves, even when no one else understood their vision. And that's what Jack did. He teaches us that sometimes the greatest opportunities are disguised as the biggest risks. So the question is, what opportunities are you saying no to because they seem too risky? What if those risks are actually the keys to unlocking your wildest dreams? Let's break it down with a SWOT analysis. Strengths: Jack's determination and vision. He sees potential where others don't. Weaknesses: lack of resources and initial skepticism from others. Opportunities: the treasures and knowledge he could gain by climbing the beanstalk. Threats: the dangers posed by the giant and the unknown risks of the journey. By understanding these factors, Jack can better navigate his path and maximize his chances of success. Now, let's be real. Climbing a massive beanstalk into the clouds? That's not just risky, that's straight up terrifying. But here's the thing about risk. It's always directly proportional to reward. The higher you climb, the better the view, right? And sometimes the most incredible treasures are waiting for us just on the other side of our fears. In the business world, we call this expected utility theory. It's all about weighing the potential payoff against the possibility of things not going as planned. Every entrepreneur, every CEO, every person in a leadership position understands this concept. They've all had to make tough calls with limited information, just like Jack. But here's the key takeaway, my friend. Don't let fear paralyze you. Don't let the what-ifs hold you back from reaching for something extraordinary. Because here's the truth. The biggest risk you can take is not taking any risks at all. Remember, you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Trust your instincts, weigh your options, and then take that step forward with courage and confidence. You got this. Let's talk about resourcefulness. Jack started with very little, right? Just a cow, his wits, and a whole lot of determination. But he leveraged what he had to create something extraordinary. He negotiated a deal, traded what he had for something he believed in. And that, my friends, is pure magic. In the business world, we call this the resource-based theory. It's about identifying your unique strengths, even if they seem small or insignificant, and using them to create a competitive advantage. It's about looking at what you have and asking, how can I use this to create something amazing? Think about the entrepreneurs you admire. Many of them started with very little. An idea, a passion, a willingness to work hard. But they believed in their vision, and they found creative ways to leverage their resources. They networked, they bootstrapped, they found ways to make it work, and ultimately, they turned their dreams into reality. Jack's story reminds us that we are all capable of achieving great things, even when we feel limited by our resources. It's about getting creative, thinking outside the box, and never underestimating the power of a good negotiation. So what resources do you have that you haven't fully tapped into yet? What talents, skills, and connections are you ready to leverage to create something incredible? Okay, let's talk about Jack's mum for a second. Imagine tossing those magic beans. Talk about a setback, right? But here's where Jack teaches us another valuable lesson. Resilience. Instead of giving up, he adapted. He didn't let his mum's doubt or the initial setback derail his vision. He knew what those beans represented, and he was determined to see it through. In the business world, this is what we call embracing change and learning from failure. It's about being agile, being able to pivot when necessary, and never losing sight of the bigger picture. Remember, every successful entrepreneur, every innovator, every artist has faced setbacks and failures along the way. It's how they respond to those challenges that defines their ultimate success. This reminds me of Kotter's change model, which emphasizes the importance of creating a sense of urgency, building a guiding coalition, and empowering others to act. It's about being willing to challenge the status quo, even if it means going against the grain. And that's exactly what Jack did. He didn't let the naysayers or the initial setbacks stop him. He stayed true to his vision, and he kept climbing, even when it was hard. So the next time you face a challenge, a setback, or a closed door, remember Jack and those magic beans. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can I use this experience to grow stronger and wiser? Let's break it down with a SWOT analysis. Strengths: Jack's determination and vision. Weaknesses: initial doubt and lack of resources. Opportunities: the potential of the magic beans and the beanstalk. Threats: the giant and the unknown challenges above. By understanding these elements, Jack was able to navigate his journey effectively. And so can you, by analyzing your own strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, climbing the beanstalk was just the first step. Jack didn't just sit back and admire the view from the top. He took action. He found the golden goose, he outsmarted the giant, and he brought home the treasure, creating a brighter future for himself and his family. This, my friends, is all about execution and value creation. It's not enough to have a great idea or a bold vision. You have to be willing to put in the work, to take action, and to create something of value for yourself and others. Think about Porter's value chain. It's all about identifying the activities that create the most value for your customers, and then optimizing those activities to achieve a competitive advantage. Jack understood this instinctively. He knew that the real treasure wasn't just the golden eggs, it was the long-term value they represented. So as you continue to climb your own beanstalk, remember this: action is everything. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, to experiment and to learn as you go. The more you execute, the more you refine your process, the closer you'll get to creating something truly extraordinary. So, the next time you stumble upon a children's story, remember this: there's often more to it than meets the eye. These tales have endured for centuries because they contain timeless wisdom we can apply to our lives, even in the world of business and entrepreneurship. Thanks for joining me on this adventure as we climbed the beanstalk of wisdom together. Remember, just like Jack, you have the power to create your own magic. Believe in yourself, take those calculated risks, and never stop reaching for your dreams. Don't forget to subscribe to Soul Sutra and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next adventure. Until then, stay soulful.